I'm watching Hogan on this thing, and I'm like, bro, he did the same thing when he signed with TNA. He went on Larry King. He did the whole talk show circuit, and TNA was going to be this, that, and man, bro, like.
What is going on, everybody? This is Dr. Chris Featherstone here for yet another episode of the Wrestling Outlaws. I'm here with the Outlaws themselves, former WCW World Heavyweight Champion Vince Russo, former two-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion, one-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. That makes him an EC3 time World Champion. EC3, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hey, maybe Vince could be a champion of the new promotion, right?
The new brawler.
What is that? Are we talking about that?
We are. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Well, let's open with that, bro.
I was going to say, let's just jump right into it.
I was having this conversation with Coach today.
Yeah, real fast. Yesterday when we did the brand podcast, Uncle Vince and I, I thought it was gonna be a podcast.
Yeah.
Then my dad came up to me and goes, "Hey, is Eric Bischoff opening a new federation?" I'm like, "No, Dad, that's no way. They're just launching a podcast. They're just getting some buzz." I was wrong. Apparently.
You know what I love about stuff like this, Chris? I learned this from Double J. Bro, whenever you see something like this, it's not the wrestler's money, bro. Wrestlers never put up money for anything, bro. There is never a risk involved. If it doesn't work out, you're gonna lose somebody else's money, bro. That Jeff's made a career out of doing that, okay? And it boggles my mind. Just, oh yeah, bro, you got how much money? Oh yeah, we'll take that and we'll do this, that, the other thing. Then when everything goes belly up, you're absolutely fine. And the third man is, on the unemployment line, eating a ham sandwich, bro. It happens every freaking time in wrestling.
Big old foreclosure sign popping in his front yard. Here comes the repo in his Lambo. Yeah, welcome to the biz, kid. No, but seriously, if there's any angel investors that want to get into Exodus Pro, hit me up because I could do a lot more with a lot less.
Yes, indeed. Good plug there, man. Great plug. Thanks. Speaking of which, you have speaking of the third man, Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff did a pretty good teaser video as far as just the whole NWO type of thing. An interesting nuance that I noticed, and I pay attention to nuances sometimes a little bit too much with my psychological brain, but the nuance that I paid attention to in this particular video promo was the generic NWO style song. It actually wasn't too bad, from a song using that promo. It's definitely not the classic NWO. But it's like, okay, that's actually not, it doesn't feel generic-y. It feels like a nice little, guitar riff extension of that NWO type of thing. So I was like, okay, I will put that over. So Hogan and Bischoff, they have this promo. They're putting all this emphasis on the third man. And good and daggone well, you cannot do that to a brood of vipers that are the social media community, ladies. Yes, indeed. And as soon as you give them you give them a minute and they'll interpret it as an hour, ladies and gentlemen.
You give them a minute, it'll turn into War and Peace, man.
Exactly. And so that's what happened. Of course, that's what happens all the time. And that's what happened. So all the theories, it only took one day, less than a day, for all the theories to come. Is it Kevin Nash? Is it Vince McMahon? It was so many theories. Is it Vince Russo, ladies and gentlemen? So many theories that came out of this. And who is it? Again, they could be promoting this thing. It makes sense that drew the attention. It's trainer Izzy, ladies and gentlemen. And they're like, hey, he is the third man because he is a part of this promotion. And of course, oh man, what's going on? Izzy, what in the world? No way. And that calls, what's that again?
I'm sorry. Who is he? But I'll let you.
Who is he? Oh, very nice. Very nice. Who is he? Who is he? Izzy. Yes, his name is Izzy. Give it to me, Vince.
Yeet.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so drew the uproar of the fans of the internet wrestling community. But Izzy, the trainer, is the third man. They had a chair about it and everything. They really suckered in the crowd, just like they knew they were going to do.
Just like they let's be honest, just like they suckered in Izzy. Can we be honest, bro?
Yes.
Like everybody's been suckered in here. Let's just call it, man. Okay.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Izzy's been worked just like the crowd's been worked, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, man, Hogan knows how to work, ladies and gentlemen. He's a pro at that. So this is what happened when it comes to Real American Freestyle. Now that we stepped our game up, we're now in the world of professional freestyle wrestling. All I have to say is welcome to the black and blue. Welcome to the black and blue of freestyle professional wrestling. You're going to get paid to beat people up. You're going to get paid to win. You're going to get paid to make them scream. So roll out the red carpet. I don't want simple. I want mega stars. So I have to say what you're going to do when Real American Freestyle comes for you, brother. So that was a part of the promo. That's where we get Real American Freestyle. Both of you have worked with both of them, so it's an all play. Whoever wants to take this one first.
Well, I'll jump. This is probably more context because I only briefly worked with both.
Mm-hmm.
I was when you called him a sucker. I was throwing up my
Robert Green there.
I know you're a real psychologist, so Robert Green's not of your flavor, but he's totally mine. And
I like a lot of his theories. I mean, a lot of his.
He's too long-winded for you, I believe.
He is too long-winded for me. Yes.
But Law 21 is play a sucker to catch a sucker, seem dumber than your mark. So my first question is he the trainer? And I don't mean this in any sort of disrespect, especially if there's going to be business on the line. They probably need a sweet guy like me. But who is he? Is he the trainer? Is he somebody?
Yeah, he's a trainer for freestyle wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a freestyle wrestling trainer.
So then my next question is, American freestyle wrestling, is this collegiate? Is it Greco-Roman? Is it not professional wrestling?
Story developing, story developing.
Well, they even said Hogan though today on Chris. You didn't have this comment, but they were on Fox and Friends. Hogan and Bischoff. And Hogan said this is going to be bigger than the WWE and UFC.
Come on.
Again, man, he knows how to work.
I'm watching Hogan on this thing, and I'm like, bro, he did the same thing when he signed with TNA. He went on Larry King. He did the whole talk show circuit, and TNA was going to be this, that, and man, bro, like.
Yeah.
Never just say things that are nothing's impossible. If there's physics, if there's a way to do it, something is possible. But something so outlandish and crazy and absurd, like just say, we're going to be something. We're going to be on the level of. You cannot say bigger, man. Out of all the things Hulk Hogan said, that's the craziest.
You really have to be, Chris, like you've got to be a certain breed to take money from people. Like, Chris, I swear, and I've told you a little bit about this. Somebody wants me to work with them. And they're all excited about me working with them, this, that, and the other thing. Oh, Vince Russo, blah, 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 blah. And, bro, here's the only thing I want to know from them. Seriously. I need them to tell me, how is the use of Vince Russo and the use of my name going to help them monetarily? That's what I want to know. What is your plan? Bro, I can write your entire show. I could be the GM of the entire show. If nobody knows about it, you're wasting your money. Yeah. So you need to tell me that if I agree to do this, how are you going to turn that into dollars for you? Because I'm not going to put my hand in your freaking pocket, bro. Yeah. And it just takes a special breed. Bro, here's the funny thing about it, Chris, and this is why I say this. Bro, we know a couple of years ago, Eric Bischoff went to WWE and lasted 2 weeks. He lasted 2 weeks because he was used to sitting on his ranch in Wyoming. And now all of a sudden he's back in Stanford sitting in meetings. And he was like, what happened to the freaking moose in my backyard? Yep. So now it's going to be different. You're going to jump into this and you're going to put, bro, I'm telling you, and he's older than me. Bro, you can't do, and Hulk's older. Bro, they're in their 70s. Bro, you can't do it at your age. You can't do it at your age. Even if you want to do it, Chris, you don't have the energy to do it anymore, man.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think that they're going to be doing a lot of the traveling, or do you think they're going to do like, satellite type of management? B, EC3 goes with the options either.
No, wait. I don't blame him. In fact, I would love to move in. Like, no way Eric's going to leave the ranch, man. That's like the best life ever. You got your own ranch in Wyoming. You got your Harleys. You got everything you need, fresh water.
He's got a donkey, bro. He has a donkey out there, bro. A donkey.
What's that?
Yes. A donkey. You know a donkey. Yeah.
Don't take?
Yeah, you know.
I don't.
A donkey. A donkey. A mule. A mule. Oh, yeah. A donkey. And what, am I saying it wrong, bro?
He's from New York, bro. Come on, EC3. A donkey. A donkey.
Mules. He's got mules, bro.
Tank, a dunkaroo? What are we talking about?
He rides his donkeys, bro.
So did Jesus.
I know. I'm saying, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm, with the beautiful Wyoming scenery that he has, why in the world would you want to get away from that? I don't see a lot of traveling having to do with this. And Hogan's still affiliated with WWE. Real American Beers, there's still a sponsor, and he still has ties with WWE. He's still part of WrestleMania packages that you got to pay $15,000 for. And so it's there's still affiliation there. So it doesn't seem like it's some type of competition to the WWE, especially since he's still affiliated with the WWE. I think that's the oversell that Hulk Hogan is so used to doing psychologically. It's like you oversell to bring the expectation up here. So if it falls flat, at least it falls flat here. Versus if you low sell it, it falls flat even lower. And so Hogan is so used to that oversell and, to fall flat, but still be above, average.
Cry wolf, the Hogan oversell. What's the difference?
Exactly. Tomato.
It is, because I saw in the tweet too, it's like, they don't want whatever, they want to make stars. And I'm like, well, if this is in the pro realm, that would be great because nobody's making stars. I'm the only guy out there teaching people the aspect of being a star as opposed to being a wrestler. And that's me pitching. If they need stars, I know how to make them. So that's all.
We shall see where this goes, man. If it goes belly up, remember the XWF back in the day? I was trying to, be that 2001 promotion right after the merge, the purchase of WCW. It was like between the purchase and TNA was like XWF right there. Like it was wedged, and World Wrestling All Stars was wedged in that too from Australia. And so people would go to those promotions. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see where this goes, man.